Hello, DigiDestins. This is Kyle D, better known as Ride My Avatar, bringing you some amazing Digimon content. Today, I'm going to bring out my undefeated 2 weeks in a row at Imperial Gaming in Southington deck profile with my red deck that I enjoy so much, guys. This deck, I gotta say, can probably take on most competitors in the long run. It can really do a lot of damage where your opponent will just go from 5 to 1 in one single attack. And I do show that combo off in the video, like what situation you need to have to be able to do it. So I will let you guys see that video, and hopefully you enjoy. And I really want to let you know is that I'm so excited for Digimon trading card game. I'm excited that I've been doing really well in this, and I hope to be your Digimon content creator. Well, for red, more or less. I don't want to be a generalization Digimon card fighter. I want you guys to come in to my chats, which I live stream every Mondays and Saturdays for Digimon TCG. So if you guys want to come check me out, just definitely follow me on my social medias and everything like that. You can watch me play live games at the local card shop, and it's just so much fun. So I really do hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's dive right in, shall we? And here is the prize for the undefeated deck I've been using for the longest time. I gotta say, I'm a master at this deck, and we got probably the best deck box in the world here. Like, really. Side deck, full 60 card deck, let's go. And then a place to hold your dice. Definitely gotta say, I love this. Little prize we won. So, as you can see, you got the Ludus Christmas Girl elf ever. So, what is there not to like? So, I got my Christmas Senpai box for winning undefeated last Saturday at my Imperial Gaming store. So again, it's quite awesome, very nice. I really like the Christmas theme, and it's really nice, and I might do a review on this. If you guys want a review, let me know down in the comments. I will definitely do one if you guys want to hear more about it. So what deck did I win with my undefeated streak? I've been taking this deck to locals for a while, and you guys kind of know what I play. When it comes down to it, we play red. So first off, we're going to go over the babies. We run 1 Koromon and then 4 Yokomon. I am still hindering on the wall of Yokomons. I think Yokomon is just going to go down to 1. And then I'm just going to play 4 Koromon. Koromon's just so much better in this deck, just to be able to punch through and not worry about anything. Because, let me tell you, when you know how to do combos, and guys, if you want to hear some of the combos this deck can do, skip over to this point in the video, and it'll explain everything, what you need to know to be able to play this deck. So first off, let's go over the baby count. So we have 4 Agumon that gives inheritable 1000. Very useful, very powerful skill. Because the fact is, with that, you and a Koromon or anything else, just giving the extra 1000 is just so good. Be able to punch through and hit for 12Ks, 16Ks, just to get over big things. Then we play Biomon because rushing is so good. And then we have Mondramon, because Mondramon is in here because cheap evolution costs about it. Next, we play 2 Guillemon, because of the fact is Guillemon gives an extra 1000. It's like another Agumon. It's equal on power. I think I might play more of this. If it wasn't for the fact is I want to have some 2 costs, it would be probably equal on Agumon, but we'll have to wait and see. Next, I'll go over the champions. So first off, we play, of course, every red deck plays 4 Dark Tyrannomons because cheap evolution 1 drops. Next, we play 4 Cordramons because Cordramon is just so good. Next, we play 4 Greymons because security +1 is just so fantastic. It's not even funny. Being able to swing in, take your opponent's security from 1 to 4, given the situation, is just ridiculous. I have been able, if you watch on every Saturdays, I definitely play this deck fluently enough to be able to show you guys anything about red. Next, we play Wargreymon because it is the only cheap evolution cost ultimate level that is just a 2 cost, so we can play. Like, outside of that, everything is a 3, and we kind of want to play it at higher numbers. Now we have Wargreymon at 3, because of the fact is, Wargreymon is just so good. Being able to remove a blocker from the field, it's pretty much another removal spell for 7. So if you take that into account, it's great to play him at 3. Next, I play 1 Metal Greymon, because the fact is, borrowing memory and then slapping down something big, making your opponent forcefully go to 10, like digivolving into a Hundoramon off of it, and then slapping down a Volcandramon. They don't get the extra 3, but they do. Now you have a full board, you give them the 10 memory, whoop-de-doo. You were going to give it to them anyway, so you kind of plus where it matters. Next, we play Wargreymon, because of the fact is Wargreymon is just so good. I know that everyone gets skeptical because of the fact is he only gets security attack for 1 turn, but that's not a big deal, really. 1 extra turn of security attack just doesn't matter. It really does when it first swings in, yes. But the fact of the matter is shutting off the option cards like Hammer Spark, Terra Force, Trump Sword, and all these other cards that would activate. Just wiping them out just helps so much. I'm not even joking. That's why I play him, and I'm going to still play him. Now we have Phoenixmon, because Phoenixmon is really good because it's a cheap evolution cost and a cheap 10 cost to play, and then just play an Omnimon down and just continue to wail on your opponent until they can't go home. Because again, you can't answer a 12k very often, and then let's say it becomes 13 with 2 security attack. Your opponent is cringing when it comes down to it. Next, we play 3 Volcandramon, because the fact is Volcandramon is security plus, so we're taking advantage of that. And then being able to board wipe rookies is just sometimes is a kill spell. So to me, I feel like having options to be kill spells is just so important. And then we have Omnimon at 3, because I don't think 4 is the way you want to go with this deck. I see it way too often. And again, it's a 6 cost creature killer, in my opinion. It might take out 2, may take out 3, but there's very little time it will take out more than that, so you don't want to waste too much resources on that. Next, we play 2 Taikamiya, because I think only 2 is really needed at the end of the day. Because of the fact is that Taikamiya gives extra security, so if you have 4 or more, you get an extra security attack, and then being at least 2, you don't really need to see him. He benefits when you get him. He's a win more card, in my opinion, because you can play around when your opponent is resource starving him, but when your opponent is doing too much, yeah, it's great to have it. But when he's not really beneficial. Sometimes I don't even see him in the games, and I don't really need him to win. And next we have 4 Gaia Force. So, guys, this is the deck profile. I really do hope you enjoy it. But let's go over the combo video part of it. Let me explain what you can do with this. So if you get your lineups proper, and I mean proper lineups here, boys and girls. So, major things I want you to take away with this deck is, before we even go into the combos, is the reason why I play these such weird ratios is, first off, 8 spell removal, 6 spell Digimon body removal. So already we're removing big stuff. Next is a 7 cost blocker killer. So already, if you look at it, we're already doing more than even blue decks do. And that's not even funny, because the fact is, we just remove so much that they can't keep up with it. And finally, we have our big cost at 11 is a board wipe for rookies. And since people will build boards of rookies sometimes, or their champions are at 4K, boom, you board wipe them, they're in a situation where they can't come back sometimes. So we got a 11 cost board wipe, 8 cost pretty much instant target removal, 7 cost blocker removal, and then 6 cost pretty much can be a board wipe or a single target elimination. So again, with this build, you literally take these into account that we are sitting at 4, 6, 10, 13 removal spells in this deck. Not even counting on what else we can do. And to understand also is we play 1, 2, 3, 4 for a temporary turn. And being able to shut off option cards, I gotta say, is great because that shuts off removal spells. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards that pretty much gain a crit in some way, shape, or form. So it brings benefit because of this. So with that, guys, let's move over to a combo play that I like to, if I can set up, it becomes deadly. So you need 1 Taikamiya on the board. Hopefully a Koromon in Soul. And then this. So you'll Digivolve on top of Koromon with an Agumon or a Gilamon, one of the two. They're both practical. Next, you will Digivolve with a Greymon. So, and then Digivolve on top of it with a Groundramon. If you can keep this in here and have play the tie, so when it comes down to your turn, when you can just swing in for lethal, when they have no blockers, you just go like this. Boom. 3. And then with holding an Omnimon in your hand, so if you're facing purple, this play becomes really deadly. So first off, since he has security +1, his natural security, then security plus from it, so that's 3 security, and then a Taikamiya in the back, that's 4 securities at 1,000, 2,000, 13,000. So the only thing it's going to die to is probably an Omnimon or Millenniumon, because it's already over a 12k. So even if your opponent flips over a 12k, or let's say even flips over the Terraforce, they're not stopping this. This attack will go through and just to decimate them. So 4 security instantly dead with this combo. Right here, right now. So again, just knowing how to play this, move out, this, and then just for good measure afterwards, let's say your opponent is playing something that you don't really like and it's on the board, but they don't have blockers, then you slam down your Omnimon, wipe it out, and the fun stuff even still continues. Because of the fact is that Omnimon will swing in for 2 security afterwards and restand the following turn. So that just, if they survive after you knock out 4 security, this combo guarantees you killing them. There's nothing they can do after this point. Because even though you gave them 6, it just does not affect you in this play. And this is like the perfect setup for this deck and understanding how this play works. Just because I feel like most people do not know what you can do with it. And all it costs is just planning ahead and spending your resources wisely. Because, again, keeping your Digimon in this zone and then Digivolving into a Wargreymon to swing in to punch through is just nasty. Your opponent cannot stop this sometimes, and I'm not joking. So I will bring you over to other Kyle, and hope you enjoy. Welcome back. So hopefully you guys found the video very entertaining and you enjoyed it a lot. I really do hope you found a lot of good information with this deck, and if there's any other red decks or any other deck that you might want me to cover, let me know in the comments down below. It really does help me help you to be better at this game. And definitely come check me out every Saturdays and Mondays. I do everything related to Twitch on them for Digimon. I'll just spend some time chatting. And it's just so much fun to just hang out, guys. So remember, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.